want you to imagine a map of the world that's varying shades of purple. This map depicts the dissimilarity between current ecosystem composition and ecosystem composition in 2070. Now I want you to imagine that 90% of this map is dark purple. The darker the purple, the more the change. Models of ecosystem change that focus on individual species or particular places lull us into the false sense of security that only the vulnerable species will be impacted. Only certain places will change. The purple map represents the possibility that everywhere is going to be very different. Over the past 10 years, I've tried to understand the implications of the purple map for how we set conservation goals in policy and practice. Working alongside land managers and conservation practitioners from around the world, I've uncovered many questions and very few answers. There are pragmatic questions. If a road is going to come through this habitat in the next 5 years and destroy it, why should I care what might happen in 50? There are political questions. What is a desirable future? For who? And how do we decide? And then there are the more philosophical questions. Should our future conservation goals be about ecological attributes or about maintaining nature's benefits for people? These are real questions with consequences for how our finite resources are spent, on which strategies, and in which places. But alongside these questions, managers also talk about the deeply personal challenges that they face in grappling with climate change. Some of them feel powerless. Others talk about failure and a profound sense of loss. How does one come to terms with the fact that a species you've spent your entire career trying to conserve will likely no longer be there in the future? Imagine Glacier National Park with no glaciers, Joshua Tree National Park with no Joshua trees. When we commit precious resources to chasing polar bears down the climate drain, I'm afraid that the conservation community is missing the forest for the trees. Remember the purple map. Everywhere is going to be very different. In focusing on iconic species and places, we're not accepting that change is going to happen to the landscapes and seascapes that sustain our very existence. And we're not asking the political and philosophical questions about what we can conserve in a climate changed future and why we might be doing it.